right, this is going to be like a before and an after. The first storyteller was the right way to do it. I'm simply going to wing it. Because there was this debate over what muse means, whether or not it's a feeling or a person. And in my case, it was both. Because the only muse I can remember is wanting to feel part of something, anything. When I first got here, I was in Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and there was all these old people telling wonderful stories about their past, and I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to give them as much joy as their past had given them, not realizing I missed that train so many decades before. But I still wanted to be part of it because the present day I spent with them was so full of disappointment. They felt so detached. So I thought I'd make myself useful in some way, because that's a famous line for a lot of old people. Make yourself useful. Don't just sit there. I ain't doing you no favors. Your mama's paying for this time, so come on, come on. That kind of thing, see? So I always wanted to be useful. But then when I go home, I'd be reminded that maybe I missed something in the bloodline, because when you're the child of immigrant, legal immigrant, don't get nervous. My father's uncle was a retired minister for the Salvation Army, and he did a good thing, a great thing, bringing nations together in a lot of ways. I'm sure there was some service with that organization, but where my bloodline is concerned, there was a lot of rebellion. So my parents didn't know each other in the old country, but they made a new country out of me by coming together in Massachusetts. And I wanted to be part of the old country. Every time I went home, they would tell these stories, and then they said, "You born here," which is another way of saying, you ain't from my way. You ain't from around where I'm from. But they would sing in Spanish. Mis padres son panameños. So my mother would sing these love stories, Se mi parte el corazón, which is some kind of love story about your heart. And my father would sing calypso about Mr. Powell and all these different characters, and they would come to life, and you understood that every family wasn't intact, but they knew how to entertain each other. And I wanted to be part of that, but I was born here. So how do I become a part of that? So before I was old enough to get in school or have a position about anything or get a life, this was my mission. This was my muse. I'm going to be part of something. And then I grow up and I face all these adversities that everybody else faced, but my problem is it sticks to me like bad Teflon. And I keep reacting to it. It's like, how do I let this go? So now I have a different goal. How do I let go of the things that I'm supposed to learn from? How do I let go of the things that's supposed to teach me something? And I'm like, forget about it. I'm going to write, and I'm going to remember, and I'm going to memorize. And I started doing that in rhyme, and slam poetry showed up, and I was good at it. So good that it upset some people in some places. Masculine people that thought I didn't know what I was talking about because I'm female, and I got to let them know, look, son. And I got my muse on, right? So I came away from that because I'm not competitive like I should be, although it gets my blood running to think I could be good at competing, you know? And I stopped because I wanted to give other people a chance, and that was my muse. It became my muse to get people together. Come out and express yourself. Don't be afraid. Then I bought this radio because I've never owned a TV, go figure. And I started hearing about the moth on the radio, and I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And it was such an interesting phenomenon because I was born in Massachusetts. I'd never been to New York like I've been in Kentucky all this time, and I've never been to Chicago. And I'm like, all right, hold on, how are we going to do this? New York came to Kentucky. I was like, okay, cool. And I went to Headliners Music Hall all those different times. Don't know how to tell a story, but I was getting my muse on because I was moving towards something. I was keeping myself part of something. I was being reflected in people who would look at me and wonder, where are you from? Why do you have that? What is that? And what, you know? But I could could see myself in each one, especially when I got the box set of stories. And people just moved on. They didn't let stuff stick like Teflon. They moved on and they let people know, this is how I resolved it. So I'm thinking, okay, I could learn from this. This is how I could resolve it. So I keep coming, and I keep telling, and I keep running into people who are just like me. You want me to say what? No, we come to hear you. No, you want me to do what? So, as I get this together, I have to say thank you again, because I still got my muse.
Cheer for Leah, everybody.